All right, what's up, homies? We are here with episode number 6 of my Philadelphia Phillies historical franchise right here on Out of the Park Baseball 17. It is October 5th, and your Philadelphia Phillies have made the postseason with a 98-64 record, but we will be on the road to begin things. We will be going up against the Houston Astros. And I remember in the last episode, we didn't get to take a look at the Houston Astros, so we're definitely going to do that right now. But you see, the good thing, Matt Holliday comes back in 3 days. So that's good. And Chris Carpenter, he'll be back in 3 weeks. So if we do make the NLCS, he should be back for that if all goes according to plan. But let's take a look at the Houston Astros because we did not get to take a look at the Astros. So they finished 162 in that 6-team NL Central. Of course, this was before Houston moved to the AL West. They were 4th in runs scored, 3rd in batting average, 3rd in OBP, 8th in homers, 1st in stolen bases. They got some speed. They were 4th in runs against, 6th in starters ERA, 1st in bullpen ERA, and 1st in defensive efficiency. There we go. So if we take a look at their, let's start with their lineup and start by OPS. So let's see. So Lance Berkman, he OPS'd at 963, a 309, 426, 537 slash line, 228 ISO. He was a 7-win player, 32 home runs, 107 RBIs. Brandon Belt, who it looks like they also have 32 homers, 99 runs batted in. He did strike out 201 times, though. Christ, my gosh, that's terrible. But he still managed to hit 259, so more power to him. Hunter Pence, a very Hunter Pence-esque season, 293 average, 351 OBP, 27 homers, 94 RBIs now. So he's been in the league for exactly 4 years. He'll be a free agent after 2015. Now, this might be a guy that we look to sign, honestly, because I would love to have Hunter Pence as a member of the Phillies. I've really enjoyed him when he was with us. No, he wasn't with us for all that long. We got him in 2011, and then we traded him at the 2012 deadline. But Hunter Pence, he's definitely one of my favorite Phillies. You know, maybe you don't tell your kid to swing like him, but you definitely tell your kid to play the game like him. The dude, hustles his ass off. He plays the game 110% and all those other cliches that I'm not gonna say, but definitely one of my favorite players. When he was on the Phillies. Nelson Cruz, he had 10 home runs, 31 RBIs, so it seems like he was a bench player, because he only started 16 games. Had 266 average. Chris Johnson hit 282 at the 322 OBP. Alcides Escobar stole 24 bases. Michael Bourne stole 19 with a 257 average. So their lineup's not too bad. You see Michael Bourne, Freddie Sanchez, Lance Berkman, Hunter Pence, Brandon Bell, Chris Johnson, James Skelton, who hit under the Mendoza line in 107 games, 69 starts, nice, and Alcides Escobar. So their lineup, it's got some power for sure, and as we saw, they led the league in stolen bases, so it's definitely, or led the National League anyway, in stolen bases. Now looking at their pitching, if we're gonna capitalize, it's definitely gonna be after Oswalt, right? Because they're number 3 and 4 pitchers. We can definitely hit them. I know we can do that, but Wandy Rodriguez and Roy Oswalt, it might be a little bit tougher to do anything against them. I think this team can. I mean, this offense is, for all intents and purposes, pretty freaking good in my opinion, but it seems like Rodriguez and Oswalt both had exceptional season. Well, not exceptional. I mean, Oswalt had an ERA over 3, but Rodriguez had a very good season with a 2.44 ERA. Although Harden struck out 250 guys, even though he had an ERA close to 5, so I don't know, maybe it won't be that easy. His whip was 1.30, though, so I definitely think we can hit Harden and Polino. It's just, I guess, if we're going to win the series, we're going to have to beat Rodriguez or Oswalt at least once, so hopefully we can do that. You see Thornton, he had a solid season, so their 7, 8, 9 guys, they did really well, and their middle relief guys, it seemed to be a bit of a mixed bag. So this team, it's, I do think we can beat the Astros. I'm pretty confident in the team, but it's all going to come down to our pitching. And it seems like I say this every year, and I said it so much during the Angels series. It's going to come down to our pitching, and I think it's going to be fine. Our pitching, because we were 1st in runs against, 1st in stars ERA, 2nd in bullpen ERA. Although we were 11th in defensive efficiency, that's a little worrisome. And looking at our offense, 7th in runs scored, 5th in batting average, 6th in OBP, 9th in home runs, and 3rd in stolen bases. So I think we can beat the Astros. Just looking at the league, because I did not really preview the other playoff matchups. So KC is going up against Boston. Tampa Bay is going up against Los Angeles. Then the other NL matchup, Chicago and Arizona. So Chicago still has Ted Lilly, 34 years old at this point. Seems like he had a really good year. Randy Wells, Carlos. Look at this rotation. Lilly, Wells, and Zambrano. And there's John Garland on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Oh, here we go. The memories are coming back again. This is when Max Scherzer was still in the Diamondbacks. He had a very good year. It seems like 26 years old at this point. Dan Haren, 21-9 with a 2.94 ERA. The Diamondbacks lineup: Cabrera, Drew, Goldschmidt, Upton, Reynolds, Montero, Parra, and Hester. That's a heck of a lineup. Wow, the Diamondbacks are a very good team in this. Holy crap. So, but anyway, let's not dilly-dally anymore. So we're going to get into this. So we're going to play today's game at Houston. Not simulate past it like I did in the World Series with the Angels the one year. So here we go. It'll be Cole Hamels going up against Roy Oswalt. So we do miss Wandy Rodriguez in game number 1, but we do have to go up against Roy Oswalt, who was also a Philly in 2011, believe it or not. Actually, yeah, he was on that team, of course, with the 4 aces. Man, that's so much. I took that for granted. Like, thinking about it now, like, I definitely took that team. Like, just because, like, last year when the Phillies were like one of the worst teams in the league, like, I kind of realized, like, damn, I took that, like, the 2011 team for granted. Like, we had 4 insanely good pitchers. Like, we had Halladay, Lee, Hamels, and Oswalt, and I took that for granted. So, if there's any, people out there, if your teams are really good right now, please, don't do what I did and take the team for granted. Just enjoy, because you never know what's going to happen. Because I certainly did not foresee, as a child, the Phillies losing 99 games in 2015. But with that being said, let's get into this game, start the game. So, of course, we are on the road. The Astros won 2 more games than us. So, here we go. Game number 1 of the 2010 ALDS from Minute Maid Park here in Houston. So, okay, so Houston puts up 2 quick runs in the first inning. All right, so they put up another 2 runs in the 3rd inning, so I guess we're going to have to look into getting Hamels out of the game pretty soon. He's at 75 pitches, so I think we're going to take him out after this. Let's see, how much pitches is he at? He's at 91 pitches, so we're going to take him out. Let's see, we want all pitchers. We're going to warm up Edwin Jackson, and he'll enter for Hamels in the bottom of the 5th. Now, is Hamels due up to bat? Let's go until runners in scoring position. All right, so we couldn't get anything. So we only have 1 hit through 5 innings. We're going to take Hamels out, put Edwin Jackson in. Hopefully he can get us through at least 4 innings. That's the idea. So let's see. So he lets up 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. We get 1 back in the 6th, though, which is good, although we are down 5 runs at this point. We don't get anything going in the 7th. We don't get anything going in the 8th. So now we will head to the top of the 9th. Our 1, 2, 3, 4 hitters are due up. Can we get anything going? Let's go batter by batter. 1-0 count to Rollins, 2 for 3 today. And he grounds out to the first baseman and throws it over to Oswalt. So Oswalt is still in the game, 98 pitches to this point, now at 100 pitches. So he's going for the complete game here in game number 1. Worth is 0 for 3 today, and he flies out to Brandon Belt out in left field. So Phillies down to their final out here, down 6-1 here in game 1. 0 for 3 today is Utley. He flies out to the center fielder Bourne, and this one's over. So Houston really doesn't have to worry all that much as they win game 1 of the NLDS at home, 6-1. So Hamels, definitely not the performance we were looking for out of him. You see, he only pitched 4 innings, allowed 4 earned runs, 91 pitches, 3 walks, 5 Ks. But you see, Oswalt, that's what we were kind of looking for out of Hamels. 9 innings pitched. He only allowed the 3 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, no walks, and 108 pitches. Very economical performance for Mr. Oswalt. But, it's only game 1. There's still 4 games left. Looking around the league, Arizona won game 1 against Chicago, not surprisingly. So we'll simulate up until tomorrow. So here we go. Game number 2 here in the 2010 ALDS. Strasburg going up against Rich Hard. So we have to win this game. If we can't beat Rich Hard, we're not winning the series. Number 1, because, I don't know how you don't beat Rich Hard. And number 2, we're going to be down 0-2 if we lose this game. So considering this is a 5-game series, I don't really have much faith in us winning 3 consecutive games against the Astros if we lost the first 2. But regardless, here is game number 2. So Houston gets 1 there in the bottom of the 3rd. I imagine that was on a home run. So Harden only had 27 pitches through 3 innings. We finally get our first hit in the 4th. Strasburg only had 38 pitches as well, though. To get another run there in the bottom of the 4th. Let's see. So Strasburg's at 67, so he can still go. It's only at 75. He is at 87 pitches. We'll let him pitch the 8th. And now, I guess that was a good idea. So now we're going to go top of the 9th inning. Still have not scored a run. Only 4 hits, but our 2, 3, 4 hitters are up. So let's see what they can do. Rich Harden still in the game. Worth 3 strikeouts today. He doubles, so at least now we have someone on second base with no outs. That's crazy. Harding is still in the game. Worth struck out 3 times before that. Christ, man. This offense is really starting to worry me. Utley 1 for 3, and he singles Jason Worth to third. And it seems like a hold there. So now here is Adam Lind with runners on first and third, and now they finally take Harden out. And in steps Matt Thornton, 9-5, the 2.22 ERA this season, 83 strikeouts and 69 innings pitched. Nice. Lind 1 for 3 today with a double, and he flies out to the center fielder. Worth tags up from third, and he scores, no throw. So we're not going to get shut out today, which is good, but we have a runner on first with one out. Luke Scott represents the go-ahead run. Utley represents the tying run, of course, and Luke Scott strikes out swinging. So down to our final out with Utley on first base. We're going to tell him to steal second base. And let's see. I thought, okay, we're not. Let's steal second base. Called strike. Count goes to 0-1. He's still second base. Okay. So he's still second base without a throw. So now we have a runner on second base with the count 1-1 to Rod Barajas. 1 for 3 today. And he grounds out to the third baseman, Chris Johnson. That'll do it. So the Astros now up 2-0 here in the NLDS after a 2-1 win. So you can't fault Strasburg in this one. He went as long as he possibly could have. He went 8 innings, 6 hits, just the 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks, and only 106 pitches. But he was the tough luck loser. Rich Harden lasted 8+ innings, struck out 9, only allowed 6 hits, and then Matt Thornton got the save. So that's a little disappointing. You know, Strasburg did what he had to do, but unfortunately the offense could not bail him out. We only scored 1 run. Unfortunately, we cannot get Utley home there in the bottom, or at the top of the 9th inning, I should say. But now we are back home here at Citizens Bank Park, looking around the league. KC is up 2-0 over Boston. Tampa and Los Angeles are tied 1-1, and Arizona's up 2-0 over Chicago. So game number 3 here of the 2010 NLDS here at Citizens Bank Park. It's going to be J-Happ against Wandy Rodriguez. So if we're going to keep this series live, we have to beat the Astros' best pitcher in Rodriguez. So game number 3 of the NLDS here from Citizens Bank Park. And we get on the board early. Finally do something. We get 2 runs early. Nice. All right, I like this. All right, so through 3 innings, a third of the game, we are up 2-0. So we're not going down without a fight. 4 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. We are now up 6-0. Happ has 71 pitches, though. So let's see. He has 88 pitches. Okay, so Happ got us through 6 innings. Now we're going to get in one of our relief pitchers here. Let's get up. It's going to be the 7th inning. Let's get up Guzman. Why not? We'll get up Angel Guzman, warm him up. Is Happ going to bat this inning? Yes, he is. So let's go batter by batter then. So 0-2 count to Victorino, and he grounds out to the second baseman, Freddie Sanchez. So now let's get in a pinch hitter. Let's see. We will go with... yeah, let's go with Phillies, I guess. Why not? So Phillies can pinch hit for Happ. Okay. Now let's see. Can he get anything going here? Whoops. Forgot to say he's the pinch hitter. Do I have to say he's the pitcher? Whoops. Okay. There you go. Oh, whoops. Okay. So I simulated the half inning. Whoops. I thought for some reason I thought I did batter by batter. Okay, do I really have to make this guy throw a pitch first? Pitch, okay. Oops, okay, well, hopefully this doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. Whoops. See, you know, I still make mistakes. And he grounds out, how about that? So Feliz gets an out, so we're going to get him out of here right now. Not going to do that. So, oh, whoops, did I accidentally sit Guzman down? So we're going to put Guzman in the game. There we go, okay. So now we're going to go half inning here. So Guzman gets through the 7th. He can still pitch. He only made 3 pitches. So, okay, so through 8 innings now, we're up 7-0. That is crazy. This team that struggled so much to score runs the first 2 games, now we are up 7-0. So we're not going to get our closer up because it's not really necessary. So we'll get Grilly up. We'll get him some work because I don't really know when else I would put him in. So here we go, bottom of the 8th. Can we get anything going? All right, so we scored 1 more run there. So we have an 8-0 lead. So I don't think there's any way we can F this up, right? There's no way. And we don't. Okay, so Grilly gets through the 9th unscathed. So we shut out the Houston Astros in Game 3, so we're still alive. Happ with a great performance, 118 pitches, 6 innings pitched, allowed just the 2 hits, no runs, 7 walks. Christ, 7 walks in 6 innings, man? Come on. But 7 Ks, and then Feliz, he got that nice ground out. That's pretty crazy. Guzman went 1 2/3, allowed just the 1 hit and 2 Ks, and then Jason Grilly, he walked through. We walked 10 batters, man. we're not going to win doing that, unfortunately. So let's go back to the playoff coverage, and let's simulate to tomorrow. And Holiday's able to come off the DL. Thank the Lord. So lineups. So we're going to put Holiday right in for Luke Scott. Where is Holiday? Oh, he's not on our playoff roster. Whoops. He's on our active roster, not our playoff roster. So let's do playoff roster. Holiday. And then lineups. So we're going to put Holiday in for Luke Scott. He's going to be batting fourth. And then once again, Holiday in for Scott, and he'll be hitting fourth. So we got our power hitter back, our middle of the lineup cleanup hitter in Matt Holiday before the NLDS ended, which is good. So he'll come back for Game 4 here. We're down 2-1. We are going up against Roy Oswalt, who you remember had a complete game against us in Game 1. So he'll be going up against Cole Hamels. So hopefully Hamels has a better outing this time. We'll find out, though. So let's see. Through 2 innings, nothing going. So Houston gets one in the top of the third, and we don't get anything. So we're still... Tim Oswalt is just blanking us here in this series. Okay, so Houston gets 2 in the 5th. They get none in the 6th, and that's going to be all for Hamels. So let's get up for... I don't know, maybe... I don't know. Who should we get up? Should we get up Gonzalez? Yeah, let's get up Gonzalez. Is Hamels due to bat? Yes, he is. So we'll go batter by batter. So Victorino, 0-0 count, and he flies out on the first pitch to Nelson Cruz, who gets the start. So let's put in, let's have Luke Scott be a pinch hitter. So good thing we acquired this guy, because if we didn't, well, I guess we'd have to send out Phillies again. That would not be good. So let's see if Luke Scott can get anything going. A full count to Luke Scott, 3-0 as a pinch hitter with a homer, and he draws a walk. So there you go, Luke Scott. Now the lineup flips over. So here's Jimmy Rollins, 1-1 count to our shortstop, and he flies out on the third pitch of the at-bat to Hunter Pence. So now two-way here. Here's Jason Worth, 1-0 count, hitless to this point, and he doubles Luke Scott to third. The ball is very deep, and Cruz has normal arm. Yeah, we got to take a risk. And he's safe. The throw was made home, but Luke Scott scores. Jason Worth with a double, so we're not going to get shut out at least, so I guess that's good. But now we have runner on second. Here is the tying run at the plate, and Utley, a 2-2 count. Error on the foul ball. So Utley with some renewed life at the plate, still 2-2 count, hitless in this one, and he grounds out to Freddie Sanchez at second base. So the inning is over, runner left on, but we do push a run across, and the score is now 3-1. So let's put Gonzalez in for Cole Hamels, and hopefully Gonzalez can get through this inning unscathed. And he can, so let's get up another one. Let's get up, I don't know. Let's get up, Dave. No, let's not mess around here. Let's get up Balfour. Yeah, let's get up Balfour. Yeah, okay. So we will go batter by batter here. 0-1 count to Matt Holiday. Hitless today, and he grounds out to the first baseman, Berkman. That brings up our number 5 hitter, Adam Lynn. 2-1 count, no hits today, and he doubles into the right center field gap. So now runner on second, and now the tying run in Barajas is up at the plate. 0-0 count, hitless to this point. He flies out to the left fielder, Brandon Belt. So 2 outs now. Here is Joe Creedy, an 0-0 count, and he grounds out to the shortstop, Escobar. That's 3 down. So once again, we leave a runner on second. Can't get him around, and we are still down in the game, 3-1. So we're going to take out Gonzalez, put in Balfour, and hopefully Balfour can get us through the top of the 8th. So let's go half inning, and yes, he does. So now we're going to warm up our closer, Wirtz. There we go. Yep, Wirtz. We'll warm him up. He will take over for Balfour, who's actually due to bat this inning. So here's Victorino, 1-1 count today. And he flies out to Hunter Pence out in right field. And now we're going to bring in a pinch hitter for Mr. Balfour. We'll put in Phillies, I suppose. Why not? Yes, I do. I want to put Phillies in there. Go batter by batter. 3-2 count to Phillies, hitting .333 as a pinch hitter this year. And he flies out to Hunter Pence. But the lineup does flip over, so now here's Rollins, 2-2 count for Rollins, and he grounds out unassisted to Lance Berkman. So we will head to the top of the 9th. We are currently down 3 games to 1. 3-1. We're going to put in our closer, Michael Wirtz. Hopefully he can get through the inning, and he can. So bottom of the 9th here at Citizens Bank Park, the Phillies are down 3-1 in this game. They need to score 2 runs to keep their playoff hopes alive. And now Matt Thornton in the game, the closer for the Houston Astros. 32 for 36 in save opportunities this year. Worth 1 for 3 today with a double, and he strikes out swinging one away Now here's Chase Utley, 1-0 count, 0 for 3 today, and he flies out to Brandon Belt. So the Phillies now down to their final out here in this contest. All up to Matt Holliday, 1-1 count, 0 for 3 today, and he grounds out to Alcides Escobar, and that's it. The Astros take Game 4 by a final score of 3-1, and the Astros advance to the NLCS where they will play either the Cubs or the Diamondbacks. The Phillies ousted in 4 games, so they make the playoffs. After missing it in 2009, they make it for the first time since '08, and they go on to lose in 4 games to the Houston Astros. So we can't escape the Houston Astros, man. Just what I said last episode. We finally get out of the AL West. Now we still have to deal with the Astros, man. Damn it. Well, guess I can't be too surprised. I mean, I thought we could beat them, but the offense was just, it didn't show up the first 2 games, and then it only showed up in 1 game, honestly. It only showed up in Game 3. It didn't show up in Games 1, 2, or 4. So, oh well. So I guess now we can see what's going to go on in the rest of the league. So now we're just waiting on this Tampa-Los Angeles series to end, and the Angels end up winning it in 5 games. So Tampa Bay took a 2-1 lead in the series, but Los Angeles won the next 2. Yeah, they won Game 5 at home. So you're looking at the ALCS, it's Kansas City and Los Angeles, believe it or not. And the NL, it is Houston and Arizona. So we'll see how this goes. Arizona already has a 2-0 lead, 3-0 lead. Houston finally wins a game. Houston wins 2 games, but Arizona finally wins the series in 6 games, and the Royals won that series in 5 games. So looking at the World Series, Kansas City and Arizona, I would have loved to see this World Series back in the day. So here we go. Arizona takes a quick 2-0 lead. Kansas City, there's Chris Carpenter. There's Chris Carpenter. Just came back a little too late, bud. Just came back a little too late, unfortunately. So go to playoff coverage here. So Kansas City has the Game 4 today in Kansas City, and they win. So they even up the series at 2 apiece. Arizona wins game number 5, and now Game 6 in Arizona. So Arizona can win the World Series on their home field, and they do. So Arizona wins Game 6 at Chase Field in Arizona. And your Arizona Diamondbacks are your World Series champions here in 2010. Melky Cabrera is your series MVP. So congrats to the Diamondbacks, and the offseason starts tomorrow. So your Phillies go, 98-64. They make the playoffs here in 2010, but they lose in 4 games in the NLDS to the Houston Astros. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do here in the offseason, but we'll figure it out. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching episode number 6. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.